Hi everyone, it's Kristi, and I'm buried under a stack here of stuff. Let me see if I can kind of stagger all this packaging and envelopes and chipboard and stuff. I'll insert a picture here of what it looked like before. It starts out nice and neat, and then it gets to be so much that you've got to do something with it. And that's where I'm at today. I've either got to do something with this, get it out of my way, get it into a place where I can use it, or I need to recycle it in the bin. So, like today, or yesterday, I took this out of the trash, and I took this out of the trash, and this out of the trash. It's an illness, yes, I know. But let's see. I'm going to clear my desk, and I'm going to try to put this in nice, neat little file, not file, but stacks for us. And let's do something with it. Let's cut it down into covers or journal cards or tags. I'm not even sitting at my desk. I'm standing up because I can't get past this pile. So I'll be back in a minute after I sort it, and I'll go through with you what I think I want to do with it. All right? I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to start from the biggest to the smallest, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these very large measures, about 20 by 14 size Amazon bags. Now, if I cut these just right, I think I could probably get possibly 4 covers out of each one. So that's one stack. This stack is a little more complicated. I don't remember what this is from. Not packaging, but anyway, you can see I've kind of punched out some craft labels from it. This is from the Little Debbie's, the giant oatmeal cream pies, and this is inside to keep them separated. So I've just flattened that out. It's nice, thin chipboard. And then I've got these, which are technically packaging, but the reason that I pulled them out is because they're really thick, and I thought these would be great to go with the chipboard for cutting spines. This is thick craft cardstock, and I've got, this is packaging. So I want to keep this close because this is what I'm going to be using for, I want to make a couple of covers that are faux leather. So that's what I'll use for that. This is Canva packaging. My daughter ordered some photos or something, or invitations, I don't remember what. Cute packaging. I'm not sure if I want to make tags out of it. The other thing I thought is, it has a perforation here, but I was trying to figure out if this was some kind of closure that I could make if I folded that under or whatever, like the one I used when we did Patricia's journal a couple years ago, because I know she used one of these for one of the pages, so that's why I've kept it. I don't know what to do with it, but now that I can see it, this is, how cute is this, right? This is also from Canva. Yeah, so I think that would be a nice page in a journal. Let me see what size it measures. Yeah, it's a little bigger than 9 by 6. It's actually 10 by 13, looks like. Doesn't say on there. So, but still, we could, fold up a pocket and make it work. That would be a nice page, journal page. And then I have paper backing from notepads, and there's another piece of the craft card, and then these are, but you can see this is a little bit thicker chipboard, and this is thinner chipboard, so it just depends on what you want to use it for. Oh, those got missed, wrong pile. Yeah, this is very light craft card, so yeah, I'm going to keep all of this in my chipboard craft. Most of my craft paper is put away with my cardstock, so there's only a couple of pages here. But I don't know what this came from. Oh, I do know what this came from. This came from, and I actually happen to have a package of it here. I believe it came from this. These are the magnetic vent covers. They measure 8 by 15. I use my regular cutter, and I cut them apart at 5, so I get 3 magnets. There are, how many in here? 3, so that gives me 9 pages, and that's what I use to hold my die cuts. They stick to it nicely. So, and I have a little like half-size notebook. So that's what this is from. That's why it's so big. But I was thinking this is probably the right size. I haven't measured it, but to make just kind of semi-cut through the spine and fold it to make one. This is probably, boy, that's solid. But I think this was on the back of a cardstock because it's 12 by 12. And sorry for the elbow. Coloring book. When I took out all the pages, I kept that because this is nice backing for tags, just to give it a little sturdiness. That should go with my packaging pile. And a couple of more of these, and I don't remember what was on these. They've got that weird kind of thing. And these are really tough. These would make excellent covers. So, and then this is craft, and then of course I have this is from a notepad, you know, stuff like that. And then like I said, I don't remember what this is, but I know it's packaging because it has the hangers on it, and I've kept them just to make covers or parts of covers. This is a little thinner. This was a, what do you call it? The plastic cover that goes on your laptop or whatever. It's like cardstock thickness, but it's plasticky. It's got some kind of coating on it. So I'm not sure how well it'll work, but you know, we'll see. So that should be with the packaging as well. And so this is going to be chipboard and craft card in this stack. All right. Now that I've taken all this stuff down, I got to get it put back, because otherwise I'm just going to have a pile of mess behind me, and that kind of defeats the purpose of cleaning. I think the reason I haven't cut down those magnets yet is because I need some more pages in my book. So, all right, what's next? Well, let's do the packaging. All right, so we had that envelope and the coloring book. This could be used for backing something, but I also thought about cutting out these little squares to use in clusters. This is the back of a 12 by 12, back of a 12 by 12. Same thing. This is Christmas theme, but these would be great for clusters. I don't know what this... Oh, this is from the chipboard that I bought the other day. So that must have been in that stack somewhere. For 39 cents from Hobby Lobby, but it's a nice weight. And then I have this from some stickers. I know this is at least 6 years old because I bought this again when I went on my cruise. It says Holland America line, so I know I've been saving that for at least 6 years. These especially, I don't remember what packaging this was. Looks like snack crate. But I saw these little tiles and I thought these would be perfect to cut out and use in clusters. Here's some other packaging stickers. Very lightweight cardstock. This is from Burlap Flowers. And then here's a couple that had like Christmas bows or something on them. So yes, so lightweight packaging to be used. And then I discovered this. It's a sign. I don't know what I did with the rest of this kit. I want to say this is the Christian Crafts box that I got. I think that's what it's from. So, you know, maybe I'll put, maybe I'll print like a design on it. Maybe with my logo, the Burlap and Daily Bread with the rose, and put that on there and put a little hanger on it and hang it next to my desk. So I'm going to put that up here above me. Okay, and then I had a bunch of this here that I just need to get kind of under control. These are used file folders. I do have a whole bunch of file folders that are not used, and I try to use these up first before I cut into one of the other ones, but you can see this is just offcuts from doing like one signature journals. These are cut into, looks like file folders, so that is already ready to go. There's like a tag shape. Looks like I was playing around with, I mean, who knows where all this stuff comes from. And then we have another one here. So I think I will tuck that in here, and that will be ready to go. So I'm kind of putting some of it next to my desk where it was, only much more organized without the Amazon bags, because the Amazon bags are huge. That stack is at least 5 inches high. And then I have all of this packaging, because every time I see a video where someone making a journal out of packaging, then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I get these all the time, that would work. And so I save them, and then I never do anything with it. So I thought these little boxes, they measure about 3 by 5, 2.5 by 5. These are from those little stick powder drink that you put in your water bottle. So I've got 3 of those. I've got one of these Pepperidge Farm collection boxes. This seemed like about the right size for a journal. The spine is 2 inches and it would measure 9 by 6. So that's a perfect, it's a little bit bigger. It's maybe like 6.5, but yeah, I can cut that down to 9 by 6. And then I've got these, which I thought would make great journal cards, these little Debbies. So I'm going to cut all these apart and probably use them for journal cards or tags. This will be a cover. These will be for minis. And then I've got a rice Chex box. You know, we always make Chex Mix. Oh, look, this one had the numbers for the countdown, but it didn't have all the numbers, and so I think that's why I didn't use it for I didn't put that with my December daily, because it didn't have all the 25 or 24 numbers. It had 12, but this is really thick cereal box. Usually they're thinner, like the back, you know, the front page of a 12 by 12 paper pack, but these are thick. So, and then of course this is the chip one the kids had. Mom, do you want this? And sometimes they remember me, but yes. So I am going to be cutting some of these things down. Let's see how much time I have left. Says I have 15 minutes. Let's see how much we can get done in 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start with these tiny journals. And if I can get the covers, I'm thinking that and this is going to sound opposite maybe, I was thinking of originally keeping the one that doesn't have the overlap. But now that I'm looking at it, and I don't know if you can see the overlap, I'm thinking that double thickness there might be better for the spine. So let me get out some scissors. And I'm going to cut through the side without the overlap. And then, well, that wasn't straight by any means. So you see what I mean? This is overlapped, and I would probably only put one signature in here, so that would strengthen that. So let's do that on all of these. I don't know if they all have that kind of overlap. It might not make a difference, but I'll probably still end up putting Tyvek or something over it. But we'll see. Let's see how it goes. Because these are little, they're not going to have, you know, they're not going to be hugely heavy. So, all right. I put a new blade on this cutter, and I have not tried it with this cardstock. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. Get all these pieces off, and then I really want to focus on getting some covers made. I have a quilting project that I want to do. My niece said, Auntie Chris, can you make me a new quilt? And she's, you know, she's a teenager now, so I think she's 14. And she's outgrown the one I made her when she was a baby, so yeah, I want to make her one. So I got some fabric, but I don't have any place to sew. And so I want to remedy that. So here we go. That will be a cute little mini. So that'll be great. Now I'm going to stack the covers flat, and that way they take up less room. So I hope you all had a great Christmas and holiday season. Ours was a little weird because my daughter went to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to see that line. My daughter went to visit her boyfriend across the country, so she wasn't here for Christmas, but she had a really good time, and his family seems to be really good to her. And you know, that's all you want for your kids, is for them to be happy and loved, and her boyfriend seems like a good guy, you know. So it's just hard when your kids grow up and get married, and you know, it's like I'm struggling with myself, because here my kids are, you know, growing up and getting married and moving on, and I pray that I've given them, you know, what they need. That'll be cute. This one has a little bit fatter spine than this one by about 1/4 of an inch. So anyway, I pray that, you know, God will take care of them and bless them, and you know, that I've done my job. You know, I'm not perfect by any means, but you do the best you can do, and God does the rest. So yeah, this one is a little jaggedy, so I think it's not the blade, it's the cardboard. So it's got kind of a protective coating on it, and it seems like the top is the part it doesn't seem to like. I think it's because there's so many different pieces, so maybe, I don't know. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. So started a new Bible study at church with my mom's group. We're doing 12 daring women of the Bible. And of course, they just jump right in with the Shulamite woman. And yeah, so a lot of people must be doing this study because Amazon was like, yeah, we'll get this to you in about 3 weeks. So we had I think we ordered 50 books and we ended up getting like 19. They didn't have them, but we did finally get them all. And yeah, it's apparently a popular study, so I'm wondering if it would help if I cut on, oh, this might be part of the problem right here. Let me get that off. Maybe I'll just cut this one, because that's really getting jaggedy. Once I wrap the paper around it, it will, you know, it'll smooth that out, but yeah. All right, so there are 3 of the minis, and you know, this is that triple track blade, and I've been trying to get refills, and finally, I don't know if it was because when I bought this, the blades were patent pending, but they have 2 triple track blades. They have this one with the big half moon on top, and then they have this one. Well, of course, this one's for cardboard. I should be using this one. This one has kind of like a rounded X on it. And yeah, I don't know why they don't differentiate them, but this one said specifically that it was trimmer blades, style I, works with Fiskars triple track trimmer, and this is a trimmer, not a cutter. What I did notice is the little plastic thing on the back does not fit on these. These pieces are bigger. So, you know, they're not made the same, and maybe that's why I've had so many issues. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All right, so where do I want to, this one has some over, I'm going to cut it on the overside because it doesn't go all the way to the center. So, and I think I'm just going to use my scissors to cut this because this is a little thicker than that last one, and that makes me nervous. So I'm just going to cut this, not straight apparently, but I can fix that later. I'm just trying, and I'm not saving these, okay? I'm putting them in the trash. Well, I'm putting them in the recycling, let's put it that way. So I'm using my Tim Holtz scissors to cut with. These babies are pretty strong, so almost too strong. They'll cut through your finger. So let's measure this. This will end up being 6.5 wide with a 2-inch spine, so that is a really good size. So I may cut that down to 9x6, we'll see. And I know I'm a little off screen, guys, I'm sorry, but I don't have room here to get it all in. Oh, and I can't even see. Turn it around. There's a shadow here. See, and then I think, oh, that would be cute on the top of, no, throw it away. I can't keep everything because I can't function. And that, if I'm picking a word for this year, it's function. I need to be able to function. So I have been spending most of my last end of December and beginning of January working on my canning shelf and getting that working. So yeah, I think I'm going to cut this down to 6. So let's do all right, so that is 6. Need to fold it, I guess. So it'll be 8 this way. Cut that. Yeah, see, when there's no jaggedy edge, it cuts fine. And then I'll fold the spine the other way and do it at 8. There we go. So it's not 9, it's 7.5. Oh, wait a minute. So should I do 5.5? You know what? I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to leave it. Who knows what I'll use it for? And I just want to flatten this stuff down. So what else do I have here? Okay, so I have these Little Debbie boxes. I'm looking for the overhang. Okay, so you can see it on the outside here. It's got the overage that goes over the middle. If I was going to use that for a spine, I would probably have 3 signatures, so that's not going to be a big difference. So I'm going to cut this off. There we go. And I'm going to cut this on this side off. This is really thick. The scissors are like, no, Mom. Okay. To cut it from this side. Yeah, that's pretty thick. And then I'm going to open this up on that fold. Let's see if I can do that. Sometimes this glue is sharp, so you got to be careful taking these apart. That's how come my thumbnail is so short, because I ran my thumb under something and, oh, I know what it was. The putting away the dishes or emptying the dishwasher, my nails were really long too, and I went to pick something up, and the spine, you know, those little tine, what do you call those things in the dishwasher that are standing up, went right under my nail. Oh, that hurt so bad. Okay, there we go. So I am going to cut these apart, and I think I should be okay cutting this, and keep it probably for tags, journal cards, backing. So I'm going to put this over there with my other backing stuff. And I will take a picture of this area when it's finished so that you can see that I actually did do something. I don't know how this is going to go. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, yeah, so it's not hanging out all over and causing me issues. I'm not sure why that's bent. Probably the way the box was folded when I opened it. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do with all of these. I've got 4 more of those. You don't need to watch me do that. But what do we want to do? I'm not going to do anything with the chip box or cereal box at the moment. I'm going to put these back there. And let's see what we want to do with these. So, I think this is 2 layers. I'm trying to think what I want to do. I want to take this off. If you go slow, it doesn't rip through. That's my theory anyway. Look at that. Okay. Only because sometimes it's a bumpy texture. So I think I will pull this apart. So these are just kind of taped together on the side. Let's use the bone folder, see if that helps. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm pulling that out to the bottom. The bottom is folded over. So my theory is that this comes in one big roll, and they just take it and and the sides are sealed, and you know, that way they can make them as big as they want. So all right, I'm going to use my bone folder to get this side over here. All right, so now I have a big piece. Now, if I remember correctly, this is 14. So I think I'm going to cut these in, it's straight, so I'm going to cut it at 9 inches. Yes. So I need to turn this around. And what I'm going to do for that is roll it up. It's not going to fit in there like that. So, are you there? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to have to do this on my desktop here. So, if I want it 9, 18 to 9, I'm going to put this straight. Hopefully you can see. If not, I'm just lining up the edge I know is straight. Stay. And putting my ruler on the 9. Hopefully that's somewhat straight. And I need a pen or pencil or something. There we go. All right. And I'll do it again. And I think last time what I might have done is just trim off the sides. And I don't have a ruler that's bigger than 12 inches, so let's see if we do get 4. It'll be interesting to see. All right, back to 9. And you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Close enough will do it. So put that on 18. And not quite. So let's do this one at, we'll have to do this one at 8.5. Okay. So, you know, we'll have some that are shorter than others. I am not going to, I can't cut on the other side. Let's cut on this side. I am not going to cut off the edges, and I'll tell you why. Because this is a layered paper. It is a craft paper with kind of a styrofoamy stuff in between. I'm not sure what exactly, if it's water soluble or what, but let's see, I'm gonna mark these down a little better just to make sure I'm getting it straight. And so anyway, sometimes if I want to, I could make a pocket, and so I'm going to leave them until I decide what journal I'm going to do with them, or what cover, or whatever. You get the idea. All right, so this is one envelope, guys, and I'm getting 4 journal covers. So, and I'll show you the inside of this. I'm sure you've seen. Who hasn't had an Amazon package? I know they use different packaging in other countries, which is kind of cool, but you can see that it has it's 2 layers of almost the same paper that they scrumple up and put in your box. But yeah, it's got that little paper, which gives it the texture. So, and I'm not worried about any of this, because that'll be fine. So I am just going to cut these apart. And they will be easier to store. I really like using the Amazon packaging for covers. I like I like the quilted feeling. I like the rumply textured feeling of it. So it's quite fun. Okay, so there we have 4 journal covers ready to go, and instead of being 12 here, this is almost 14. So we could cut off 1/4 of an inch of both sides and you know, it'd be about 13, which is not, you know, crazy fat, but it would also, you could also just make a pocket and then make your journal cover. So it 9x6 is the size I prefer, but not, it doesn't have to always be 9 by whatever. All right, they look like they're all the same. Where's the short one? Was that the one I cut off first? Yeah. So yeah, that's the short one. Okay guys, well I'm going to let you go and I'm going to keep cutting. I just wanted to show you what I was working on. I got it all cut and put together, and I can't zoom you out anymore, so I don't know why this is in here, but I've got 28 of these Amazon packaging journal covers. I've got all of the Kraft cardstock together and all of the chipboard in the back. I need to cut this one down because it won't fit on my shelf, because I put it in one of these 13 by 13 cubby cubicles. What do you call them? Fabric cubes, you know. All of the well, I have this cookie journal cover that we already looked at, and these two little ones. I'm leaving this packaging, sorry, I'm so close. This packaging I'm going to put somewhere else, but these, you know what, I'm going to move this, hang on. Everything fits but that one piece. This is all of the oatmeal boxes, oatmeal pie boxes, and the cereal box, etc., and the packaging. So I've just cut everything down. I've saved a couple of these from the cereal box, don't know why. These are going to go in with my cluster stuff, and then the rest I've cut into tags. Now I didn't cut this down, I just cut the sides off so that the hole was in the middle. These are 3x6, these are longer, and I left them that way. Then I've got several different sizes of journal cards. I've got 4x6, 4x5, and 5x6. And then the coloring book, I just put the fold at the top and cut it in half because I thought this would make a cute, I can collage on here and make a cute little mini journal or blank paper insert in the back of the journal, because it ended up being 5x8, so it would fit like in the front or the back of a journal. So there we go. I feel accomplished to have that one shelf looking a little bit better, and I will insert a picture of the shelf now. There are a few folders and things in there, but now I can actually see what's in there, and now it's time to go through the rest of the embellishment markers, etc. that's in there. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.